as I said, I'm now going to try this. That's delicious. That's really nice. It's spicy, but it's not too spicy, obviously, because I use mild chili powder, but there is a kick of heat as it hits the back of the throat. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here, then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video, I want to share with you how to make this delicious chili pinto bean bowl. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious chili pinto bean bowl. This recipe is really easy to do, and I thought this would be a nice meal for Valentine's Day. It's quite fresh, it uses fresh tomatoes, but it's also quite a warming meal as well, and at this time of year, in the Western Hemisphere at least, it can be quite chilly, and nothing beats a warm meal on a cold winter's day, especially on Valentine's Day if it's cooked by someone you love as well. So the first thing I've done is I've grabbed myself a large frying pan, and I'm going to put this onto a high heat on my hob, and I'm going to add oil to the base of this pan, and I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. But before I go, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really enjoy this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or any comments, then please leave those in the comments section below. Everything like that really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. So as I said, I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 onion. I'm making this recipe for myself today, so I have sort of quartered all of the ingredients. So this would be a large onion if you were making it for 4, or half an onion if you're making it for 2. And then I'm just going to pop that into the frying pan like so. And I'm just going to grab myself a wooden spoon, and I'm going to start to fry these onions now until they start to soften. The onions have started to soften. This only took a couple of minutes, probably because there isn't that much onion in the bottom of the frying pan. And now what I'm going to do is just add 1 clove of garlic, so 1 to 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm just going to pop that into my frying pan as well. And I'm going to fry the garlic, not for long, probably for about 10 seconds or so, just until you can start to smell it, 10 to 20 seconds, and hopefully it will start to go a lovely golden brown colour as well, which it has. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in my tomatoes. So I'm just going to add in a handful of tomatoes, or a couple of handfuls. I'd say probably about 600 grams if you're making this for 4 people. I'm just going to do that much for now. And I'm just going to fry these around the base of the pan until they start to blister and soften. This will take a little while, so I'm going to turn the heat down, and I'm just going to leave these to fry now, as I said, until they start to blister and soften down in the pan. The tomatoes have started to blister and soften a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squash them down with the back of the spoon until they're all squashed in the bottom of this pan, and you've got the juices coming out. And then what I'm going to do, once these are all squashed, is I'm going to add some carrots to this, if they don't jump all over the place, that is. So I'm going to add carrots to the base of the pan as well, like so. And then I'm just going to continue to keep squashing this and mixing the carrot in, and hopefully we will have a lovely sauce in about 5 minutes or so. So the spoon wasn't really cutting it, so I just grabbed myself a fork and I've squashed the tomatoes down with the fork. And what I'm going to do now is just add some tamari. So tamari is like a fermented soy sauce. It's fermented slightly longer than soy sauce. So I'm just going to add tamari in, like so. And that will hopefully turn it into a bit more of a sauce-like consistency. And now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add my spices to this. So for my chilli, I have some mild chili powder. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of mild chili powder. You can add medium and you can add hot as well if you want to. I like things spicy, but I don't think I like them too spicy, so I'm just going to add a little bit of those. And then I've got some ground cumin that's just gone in. And then I've got a little bit of ground coriander as well. About a teaspoon of each, I'd say. And then I've got some smoked paprika. And then a little bit of, I'm going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon of ground sweet cinnamon as well. And then I'm going to add some dried mixed herbs to this as well. And I will mix those in like so. And I'm also going to go and grab some water just to hydrate this sauce. So I'm just going to stir those in and then I'll just go and grab some water. I've grabbed some water and I'm just going to pour that onto the base of the saucepan like so. And then as you can see, that starts to resemble a really delicious chili sauce. And this is a completely vegan meal. And I have some yummy cashew nut cream to go with this sauce as well. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my beans. So I cooked off my beans earlier and I've done a video on how to cook beans, which I will link in the description box below for you. So I'm just going to add those in and I'm going to mix those around with the sauce that I've just made. Oh, this smells really good. And then finally I'll add some chopped coriander in a moment as well. But I'm just going to continue to mix these beans into this sauce. So the beans have all been mixed into the sauce, and as I said, this smells really good. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Salt and pepper to your taste. Of course, you don't have to add it if you don't want to. If it looks good enough to you, then you don't have to add it. So just going to continue to mix those in. And now I'm going to add some chopped coriander to this as well. And then in a moment I will plate up. I've made the cashew nut cream cheese, and the recipe for that I will link in the description box below for you. I've also made some guacamole as well, and I've also boiled some rice as well, and the recipes for those I'll also link in the description box below for you. And they're also on my blog and on this YouTube channel as well. So yes, I am now going to plate this up and then I'll try some and let you know how it tastes. As I said, I'm going to try some of this. It smells really good. I haven't actually put all of it in my bowl. There was quite a lot there, but I might come back for a second helping because it does smell that good. So I'm just going to try some with the cashew nut cream cheese and the beans. Oh, and I forgot to say as well, I went to get my guacamole or my half an avocado out the fridge and it was frozen solid. And it didn't look too nice either. So I've chucked the guacamole in the bin, but I will still put the recipe in the description box below for you. As I said, I'm now going to try this. That's delicious. That's really nice. It's spicy, but it's not too spicy, obviously because I use mild chili powder, but there is a kick of heat as it hits the back of the throat. But it's very tomatoey and it's got a really nice flavour to it as well. Really chilly flavour. Oh, I'm really going to enjoy that for my lunch today. That's how you make this delicious pinto bean chili bowl, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having this for my lunch today and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video.